Like all parents, I've tried so hard to teach my children what is right and what is wrong. I teach them that to do the right thing and not ignore the wrong thing are the proper ways to live our lives. But I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the day when they meet the real world. Unlike what I have described, things are not black or white in the real world. I wonder, which choices will they make with such confusion? In the spring of 1979, when I was an 11-year-old schoolgirl, my friends and I were faced with such a choice.
Mommy says I'm a miracle. My daddy says I'm a special little girl. I am a princess and I am an elf. Mom says I'm an angel. Mom says I'm an angel. Mom says I'm an angel.
So I think you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or a princess. You soon see there's escaping tragedy. And even if you put in some effort, it's wasting energy. Cause your life as you know this ancient history. I have suffered in this jail. I've been trapped inside this cage for ages. This living hell. But try I can remember. Right before my life had ended, my happy days were over. Before I first heard the pealing of the bell. Look at serious. So listen, ask 1,000 questions, but unless you want to suffer, listen up and I will teach you. I think I want you. You listen here, my dear. You've been punished so serially. Step out of line, and you probably know what you say. Out of trouble, and remember to be extremely careful.
Why?
Why?
Why? Did you hear what she said?
Just you wait for visit.
What's Piss Ed?
Physical education.
My mommy says I'm a miracle. My daddy says I should be the teacher's pet. School is really fun, according to my mom. Dad says you learn the alphabet.
The alphabet.
You better learn a lesson, kid.
So I think you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or a princess. You soon see there's escaping tragedy. And even if you put in some effort, you're wasting energy. Cause your life as you know is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail, and I'm trapped inside this cage for ages. This living hell. But try I can remember. Like before my life had ended, when my happy days were over. Before I first heard the pealing of the bell.
Like it
I
was
was curious. Listen, ask 1,000 questions, but unless you want to suffer, listen up and I'll teach you. I think I'll do. You listen here, my dear, you've been punished so severely. Step out of line, and you're probably double the same. Out of trouble, and remember to be extremely careful.
Why?
Why?
Why? Why? Did you hear what she said?
Just you wait for visit. Just you wait for A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. Why?
Why?
Just you wait for visit.
Imagine this is your first day at school, and picture what your new school would look like. Do you picture a lovely building surrounded by trees and flowers, children with laughter, and teachers with smiles? Well, if you do, I guess you're lucky. Not all schools are the same, especially this school. Magnus Girls Private School is very exceptional. Regardless of how the school looked, young Mary was very happy to be there. She thought, after all, any school is better than no school at all. Until this moment.
Ah!
Who are you?
I'm Mary. I'm new here. This is my first day.
Ah, fresh meat. So you don't know who I am?
No?
No? Then get out of my way! Heads up! Shoulders back! Oh, you're too small. Grow up quicker. Amanda Thripp.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
What are those hanging down by your ears?
You mean my pigtails?
Are you a pig?
No, Miss Trunchbull.
Do I allow pigs in my school?
My mommy thinks they're sweet.
Mommy think they're sweet. Your mommy's a twit. Chop them up by tomorrow, or...
But, oh no.
But. Did you just say but? All right, I'll give you but. Don't you dare say but. Never, ever. Leona Lombardo. What are you hiding behind your back? Come on, give it to me. Oh, a soccer ball. Didn't I tell you not to bring a ball to school?
I'm sorry, Miss Trunchbull. Please, do not take it away.
Soccer is not a real sport, but only a gamble. Because its results are always unpredictable. It's a game for the weak, because it gives hope to them that they might have a chance to beat the strong. And it happens sometimes. And I hate that. In real sports, you only get results that you deserve. Like shot put. The stronger you are, the farther you throw. There's no exception. Leona, do not wish for a luck in a game, but become stronger to win it. The world you live in is always just and fair. The winners win and the losers lose. Remember that. Now, get to class before I throw you all in the chokey. Faster! Get in!
Run!
Oh, I hate children.
I'm Mary.
Lavender. I'm Hortensia.
Is that lady our teacher?
No, she's the principal.
Does she really hit children?
No, but what she does is worse. Like yesterday in the second grade, she made weekly visits to show the teachers how to handle kids. This girl, Julie, ate 2 M&Ms and got caught by the principal.
Then what happened?
She locked her up in the chokey.
Chokey?
It's a tall hole in the wall, A drippy pipe with jagged edges. The walls have nails sticking out. I've been in there twice.
Why don't you tell your parents?
Oh, you'd be in much more trouble if you do. Besides, would they believe it?
Oh no! I'm in the wrong school!
Yes, you are. She used to Olympics. Shot put, javelin, hammer throw.
You must obey Miss Trenchbull, no matter what.
Lavender? Then what's my teacher like?
Miss Honey? Oh, she's coming.
Their teacher, Miss Honey, was a wonderful teacher. She was one of those remarkable people who appreciates every child for who he or she is.
I scooped these up for you.
How lovely. Thank you, Amanda.
But her life was not as beautiful as it seemed. She had a dark secret. Though it caused her pain, it didn't interfere with her teaching.
Mary, will you step forward, please? Today we have a new student. This is Mary Greenwood. I'd like you to sit next to Leona. You all know how scary the first day of school is, so be especially nice to Mary, okay? Mary, you can sit down. Class, today we're going to talk about happiness. First, I want you to have a bit of deep thought about what happiness is, what it is, or what it's like. And then, I want you to write a poem out of your thoughts. Charlotte, what do you think happiness is to you?
I think happiness is being with family.
Very nice, Charlotte. Your family gives you so much happiness. How about Leona?
Happiness is playing soccer.
Oh, I know you're an excellent soccer player, Leona. You must be so happy when you play it.
Happier when I make goals.
I bet you are. And Grace?
Birthday cake?
Don't laugh. Happiness could be anything, anything you like. Anything you like, any person you love, any place you like, any food you like. I mean anything. Yes, Mary?
Happiness is finding a pencil.
Pizza with sausage.
Telling their time. Happiness is learning to whistle.
Tying your shoe for the very first time.
Happiness is playing the drum.
Wonderful. Well done, everyone. Now, I want you to write. Yes, Judy, do you have more to say?
Yes, Miss Honey. I think happiness is this school without Miss Trunchbull.
Judy, if Miss Trunchbull heard you say that, she'd be so sad.
No, I'm not.
Miss Trunchbull.
Because happiness is fantasy. Everyone wants to grab it in their hands, but it doesn't exist in the real world. Happiness is fantasy that losers pursue. They think they could find it someday, but will they? Can't they? That's only how they comfort themselves. Miss Honey, sometimes you get too sentimental, wasting time teaching children this hopeless fantasy. In this world, children, there are two types of human beings, the winners and the losers. I'm a winner. I play by the rules and I win. This is the circle of the rules. If you stay outside the circle and seek things that do not exist in the real world, such as happiness, you will lose. You will fail. But if you keep your feet just inside the line, you'll be secure. And eventually, you'll win.
Look at this trophy, see how my trophies gleam in the sunlight, see how they shine. What do you think it took to become English hammer throwing champion 1969? Do you think in that moment when my big moment came that I treated the rules with casual disdain? Well, like hell. As I stepped into the circle, did I change my plan? What? As I chopped on my palms, did I wave my hands? I did not. As I started my spin, did I look at the view? Did I drift off and dream for a minute or two? Do you think I faltered or amended my rotation? Do you think I altered my intended elevation? As the hammer took off, did I change my grunt from the grunt I had practiced for many a month? Not a jot, not a dot, did I stray from the plot? Not a detail on my throw was just forgotten. Not even when the hammer left my hands and sailed above the stand, did I let myself go? No. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to make the team, you don't need happiness or self-esteem. You just need to keep your feet inside the line. Sing, children. 2, 3, 4. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to teach success, you don't use sympathy or tenderness. You have to force a little squits to toe the line. Sing, Jenny. 2, 3, 4. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. Apply just one simple rule to hammer throwing life and school. Life's supposed to learn to throw it. Find a belly, lie into it, and always keep your feet inside the line. Remember that.
The entire school will go to the assembly room immediately. The entire school will go to the assembly room immediately. Will little Gracie come up here? Sit down, Buck. This girl, Grace Buck Trotter, slithered like a serpent into the kitchen and ate my snack, my chocolate cake. And it was the best cake in the world. Do you deny it? Confess, Miss Grace Buck Trotter.
Yes, miss?
You liked my cake, didn't you, Grace?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, and I'm very sorry.
Oh, as long as you enjoyed the cake, that's the main thing.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Well, yes, I did. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful, marvelous. It makes me so happy. It gives me a warm glow in my lower intestine. Oh, cook! What's the matter, Buck Trotter? Lost your appetite?
Well, yes, I'm full.
Oh, no, you are not full. I'll tell you when you're full. The criminals like you are not full until you have eaten the entire cake.
What?
No, but you haven't got time for but. Eat!
But I can't eat at all. And Mistress, she'll be sick.
Oh, you think you're so righteous you want to save your immoral but poor friend? It's only pity, not justice. Eat!
She can't.
Eat!
She surely can't.
Eat!
She might explode.
Eat!
Even you, Grace, might have been nice, but even you, Grace, have to admit, between winning, there's not a lot of difference in size. She can't, surely can't, you're the man, Grace. She might explode, she's quite elastic. She's going to blow, make her stop. She's fantastic, look at her go. I can't watch her made a bed. This must have burned, Grace, but we respect it. You
grown-ups! Oh, I see. You want to be heroes. Now I play the bad guy, and you're a hero who can save the world. Is that it? I'll show you how foolish it is to be a hero in the real world. The entire assembly will stay 5 hours after school. Any children who object will go to the choki. Together!
To anyone, a house means more than just a building. House means home, shelter, rest, peace, family, love, and many more. What kind of house do you live in? And what kind of house do you want to live in your future? Now, can we talk about that?
I live in a nice big house with a nice big yard and a nice big swimming pool.
Oh, you're a nice, big, lucky Charlotte.
I live in a flat now, but I want to build a gigantic castle to live in my future.
Well, I hope you will, Judy.
What about you, Miss Honey? What kind of house do you live in?
Me? Oh, I just live in a small cabin in the woods. Around the cabin, I planted hundreds of wildflowers. And you know what? Each flower has a name. This roof keeps me dry when the rain falls. This door helps to keep the cold at bay. On this floor I can stand on my own 2 feet. On this chair I can write my lessons. On this pillow I can dream my night away. And this table, as you can see, well, it's perfect for tea. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough. On these walls I hang wonderful pictures. Through these windows I can watch the seasons change. By this lamp I can breathe, and I am set free. And when it's cold outside, I feel no fear. Even in the winter storms, I am warmed by a small but stubborn fire. And there is nowhere I would rather be. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. For this is my house. This is my house. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. This is my much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough for me.
Miss Honey, can I come?
What?
Can we visit your house someday?
Do you want to come?
Yes! Yes!
All right then. You're all invited to my shabby but cozy little house. We're almost here, children. That's where Miss Trunchbull lives.
Why is there a swing?
A girl used to live in that house. Her life was good and happy. When she was 2, her mother died. Her father was a doctor and he needed someone to take care of things. So he asked the mother's stepsister to live with them. But the girl's aunt was mean and treated her badly. Then the girl's father died.
How did her father die?
Well, police said that he killed himself.
Why would he do that?
No one knows. But the aunt is happier. She found a small cottage. She rented it for $50 a month. She moved out of the house and lived in the cottage.
Good for her.
This is it. Welcome to my house.
Wow, it looks nice. And it looks just like you described in the classroom.
Wait a minute. Isn't it the cottage from the story you just have told us?
Right, the young woman is you, isn't she? And the mean aunt is Aunt Trunchbull?
Should we go inside and have some tea and cookies?
Please, tell us the truth, Miss Honey.
Yes, we want to know everything. Why didn't you run away?
Well, I've thought about it, my children, but I cannot abandon my school. Without teaching, I have nothing. Besides, I have no family left. I have no friend that I know.
You have us, Miss Honey.
Yes, you have friends. We are your friends.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and your miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Miss, you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You've got troubles, and I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. If we stick together, we can see it through. 'Cause you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too, maybe. But none of them will ever love you the way I do. Just me and you, girl. And as the years go by,
friends I would ever have. Thank you.
Have you ever wondered, well, I have about how when I say red, for example, there's no way of doing it red. It's the same thing in your head as remnants in my head when someone says red. Now if you're a traffic guy, it must just be the fly. And we're holding a lie, the light will still travel away from us. The full speed of light.
Seems right in a way, but I'm trying to say I'm not sure, but I'm wondering inside my head. I'm not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind admitted, these stories delivered to me fully written.
Everyone shouts, they seem to like shouting. The noise in my head is incredibly loud. And I just wish they stopped my dad and my mom. And telling these stories stops us for once. I'm sorry, I know I'm explaining it right, but this noise became angry and aggravates life. And it's burning inside me what you telling me, but it isn't today. And he's standing shouting, my heart is pounding, my eyes are burning, and slowly everything is
Quiet, like silence, but not really silence. Just that still sort of quiet, like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods. Quiet, like silence, but not really silence. Just that nice kind of quiet, like the sound when you lie upside down in your bed. Just the sound of your heart in your head.
And though the people around me, their mouths are still moving, the words they are forming cannot reach me anymore. And it is quiet, and I am warm, like I've sailed into the eye of the storm.
Oh, I can't just stop thinking about Miss Honey's story. I feel so sorry for her.
It's not right. Trunchbull took everything from Miss Honey. Her house, her school, even her father.
How can you be so sure? I mean, I believe so too, but we have nothing to prove it.
That's why I'm gonna find out what the truth is. We can't just sit here and leave the matter as it is. We've got to do something. Like what small children can do. She's mean, she's big, she's strong.
But we could be smarter than her. We're little. But if all of us band together and join forces, we can do something.
Trunchbull would throw all of us like hammers or press only the chokey. I don't want to go in there again, ever. And I don't want to eat any more chocolate cake, not even a small piece.
How much longer will you let her abuse us? How much longer will you see your friends suffering and just turn your face away? How much longer will you just not do it even though you know it's the right things to do?
Not anymore. I'm sick and tired of being helpless and being hopeless.
And we must help Miss Honey. She needs us. Yes, friends help friends. If you're Miss Honey's friends, I'm in.
Who else wants to join us? If you'd rise and say, it's time for revolt.
Rise, 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 rise.
Never again will she get the best of me. Never again will she take away my freedom. And we won't forget the day we fought
For the right to live in honesty. Never again will the choking or slap. Never again will the bullying and never again will the happen when my mother says a miracle. Never again will we live behind bars. Never again will we know we are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting sun, and we'll have the church revolting. We're revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting sun, and we'll have the church revolting. We're revolting. We'll become a screaming chorus.
Take out your hockey stick and use it as a sword. Never again will we be ignored.
We'll find out where the talk is stored.
And drew pictures on the board.
It's not revolting, we're revolting. We must be LOV like because the wrong is right. We're going LRTY. We're revolting. We say inside the line. If we say at the same time, there's nothing the country can do. And take our time and say it too. To make it push us too far. There's nothing that now we REVOLTION.
Come on!
We're SING, USING, we'll be REVOLTION. It is too late for you, we are revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting sun. It is too late for you. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting children till our revolting sun. It is too late for you. We are revolting.
Now, everybody's here. So let each of us show what you have brought.
We have wondered what Trunchbull is really afraid of. A few months ago, I was reading a biology book. Then Trunchbull came up to me and ripped off the page that had a picture of a cat and threw it away. At that time, she said to me, "Black cat is an evil omen." It's very unusual, but I saw fear in her face. She hates cats more than children. Especially, she's afraid of black cats because she's superstitious.
She also hates reptiles such as lizards, snakes, frogs. Well, frogs are amphibians. Anyways, she just can't stand any of them. I remember when little George was running around in his classroom holding a salamander to tease the girls. Then Trunchbull saw it and she cried out, "Put it away or I kill you!" I remember she was in white terror acting just like a little girl.
Very, very important information. Hortensia and Lavender, you guys did brilliant. How about Liana?
You'll be very surprised at this. Do you know what this is?
It's a picture of a man.
This is the picture of Miss Honey's father. Do you know where I found this?
Oh, Liana, stop asking questions and tell us how you got the picture.
Last night, I broke into Trunchbull's house and I stole it from there.
Oh my God, Leona, did you really do that risking your life? I always knew it would become great. See, seems to be stealing my things.
Shut up, Charlotte. And look, at the back of the picture, it says the portrait of Magnus Honey. That's his first name, Magnus.
And Trunchbull's first name is Agatha. I assume that Miss Honey's father used to call Trunchbull by her first name, Agatha. And Trunchbull called him Magnus.
I guess so. By the way, what's this thing, Charlotte?
This is the voice modulator I told you about already. Let me show how it works.
Hello, Trunchbull. Agatha. I'm Jenny's father, Magnus. And I'm back from the grave.
Wow, that sounds creepy, but it's wicked.
Hey, I got more to surprise you. This is something I learned from my uncle who's a magician. I take a piece of super magnet and put a chalk inside it so I can write down anything on the rear side of the board. See? I just created a ghost.
Wow, you're a genius, Judy. Well done, everyone. Listen, now we're going to make a plan. A very detailed, very careful, and very tight plan. We do not ever tell anyone else about this. Never. We must do this right. We gotta keep this secret. We gotta do this right.
If we don't screw up, we could save her life.
And this could be the night when children rule the world. This could be the night when children rule the world. He and she and you and me will come together, follow the plan. We all gather down in the mansion, and we are going to fight. We're gonna clear, our vision is here. It's gonna guard each one of us. Longer ever, the last will be first. The night that children rule the world. When children rule the world. Tonight, when children rule the world. All our greatest wishes are granted. Let us sing, let innocence reign. All our prayers finally answered. Let them feel the pain. Towers of fire rise ever higher. Magical flags will be unfurled. To Jenny and friends, the young or the strong. The night that children rule the world. When children rule the world. Tonight, when children rule the world. Towers of fire rise ever higher. Magical flags will be unfurled. To Jenny and friends, the young or the strong. The night that children rule the world. When children rule the world. Tonight, when children rule the world. When children rule the world. Tonight, when children rule the world.
Little maggots. Children are all mistakes. I'm glad I never was one. Who is that? It's a snake. It's a snake. You little devils. Agatha, that's my name. Black cat! Oh my God! What's all this?
Agatha! Agatha!
Who's that?
Agatha, do you recognize me?
No, I don't.
Then look behind you.
Behind me. Oh, dear. Magnus?
Yes, I'm the ghost of Magnus. You killed me and took everything from me. Why? Why did you do that? Answer me. Confess.
Because you were too weak and naive, and you had much more than you deserved. You're a fool, Magnus, and it was easy to take it from you.
I see, but it is time to take it back.
Miss Churchable, you're under arrest on charge of murder.
What?
Everything has been recorded. You confessed to your sin already.
What's all this? Oh, you set me up with all these tricks, didn't you?
No, not us. The children did it. Now let's go.
You? Oh, come on, let me go. No, yay, go.
Trunchbull has gone, never to be seen or heard from, never to darken a doorway again. Miss Honey moved back to her house. She also became the new principal of the school, and the children have their happiness back.
In the very old days, people thought the earth is flat. But one wise man thought it was round. Everyone called him crazy. But many years later, people could travel to the moon and actually see the earth is round.
Why is the earth round?
Well, what do you think? Anyone?
I don't know. Why is it round?
I think the earth is round because sometimes people get lost their way home, sometimes part from their friends and families. But if you just stop crying and keep walking, and don't give up, finally, you'll meet your friends and family again and find your home. Because the earth is round. Maybe we'll part from each other someday, but that's not the end. If you stop crying, just walk your ways, we'll see again.
I love you, Miss Honey.
Oh, I love you too.
Careful the things you say. Children will listen. Careful the things you do. Children will see and learn.
Careful the wish you make, the wishes are children. Careful the path they take, wishes come true, not free.
Careful the spell you cast, not just on children. Sometimes the spell may last as what you can see and turn against you. Careful the tale you tell, that is the spell.
Children will listen. The cast of Revolting Children. Leona, Hagyun. Mary, Yeon-sung-ju. Judy, Lee-do-hee. Lavender, Lee Yu-rim. Charlotte, Lee Ji-woo. Grace, Lee Chae-eun. Potencia, Jong Yun-ha. And Amanda, Hong Yeon. And Miss Jenny Honey.
And Miss Trunchbull.